child. Indicator 1. Aversion to handles and knobs. A high-functioning germaphobe will open doors, but will look for the least likely point of public contact. Here is our decision tree, in order of desirability when it comes to opening doors, especially in public places. A. Use a foot latch if available. B. Follow someone in or out using your shoulder or arm to keep door open. C. Use paper towel or tissue to grab handle. D. Touch the door at a point much higher than the handle, out of reach of that snotty-nosed kid. E. If we must touch a handle or knob, use as minimal contact as possible. A pinky finger, or maybe the last 2 fingers, never the index or the thumb. When faced with the last choice, we immediately find our way to hand sanitizer as soon as possible, which leads us to indicator 2. Indicator 2. Washing hands like a surgeon. When it is time to wash hands, we really wash our hands. A true germaphobe will never pass on any opportunity to wash hands or use hand sanitizer. We're the ones that are actually waiting for the water to get hot before we start washing. We are lathering the soap up and washing all the way to the forearm. If we were wearing scrubs, you would probably assume we were a doctor getting prepped for surgery. When we can't be at the sink, we will pump the hand sanitizer in generous amounts. Even when we have a bad paper cut, we still go for it. We just take the pain. Indicator 3. Palming our pills. We use the inner palm method. Palms are least likely to have touched anything else. This may be less obvious to the non-germaphobe eye. First of all, we never ask someone for a pill. We ask for the bottle of pills. We will be the ones to handle the pill, thank you. When we open the bottle of ibuprofen, we tap the tablets into the middle of our palm. Then, using the middle of our palm, we pop them into our mouth. Why? Because the middle of the palm is less likely to have touched anything than the fingers themselves. Think about it. When did your very inner palm last touch something? You had to think, didn't you? Indicator 4. The infamous arm grip. When standing on a train or subway, we use our inner elbow to hold on to that metal bar. There are few things on earth more toxic to a germaphobe than the metal bars on any form of public transportation. Who knows what is on that bar and how many sticky and gunky hands have touched that today? It's not like they stop to clean it in between rides. People coming in and out all day. For all we know, they have typhoid. The elbow method is quite simple. Latch your arm around the bar from the outside. Squeeze inner elbow tightly around bar. Hang on for dear life. It actually can be a nice bicep workout. Now that we've taught you this technique, you will notice it more. Indicator 5. The elbow shake. We shake hands when we must, but when there is a hint of illness presented, we offer the elbow shake. Speaking of elbows, the elbow shake is becoming a thing. You offer out your right elbow, and the other party does the same. The point of elbows touching provides a friendly connection that only looks like 2 chicken wings hitting each other. And no germs. Look around, you'll see it more than you think. When the other party doesn't quite understand the elbow shake, we will, of course, correct into a solid handshake and then make sure that our right hand doesn't touch anything until we find a way to wash. It is top of mind until we find a sink or hand sanitizer, which is a staple in our purse or backpack. If offered a snack before we've resolved this, we'll either abstain or, in the case of chocolate, we'll eat left-handed. Indicator 6. The dining dilemma. We try very hard not to think about what happens in the kitchen. As high-functioning germaphobes, we still eat out. We just have learned to create a barrier of thought between the food at our table and where it was prepared. The mind is a powerful tool, and we use a type of meditation to keep certain thoughts out. We just imagine that everything was prepared with the highest sanitation in mind. Knives and bowls were thoroughly washed. Employee hands were washed exactly as described on the sign in the bathroom. The produce vendor that day didn't drop the tomatoes on the floor. The cook doesn't have a cold.